fans in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Darnold. A dump off this time for Andrews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, it's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
On play action, Allen. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Andrews. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Darnold. And Callaway taking it in left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, Andrews. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
His 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and 5. Here's Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Andrews able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? to throw, Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, Andrews. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, one set. Check right, 54. Line 54. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Darnold. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. It's Andrews. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10.
Let's go, defense.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
56.
They run the counter now on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Mike's by 4. Here we go, team.
Allen going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check. Crunch.
To the air, Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Room here to run. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's brought in right side by Ginn. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Bills 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
I can't believe they even
From the 27, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth, move the ball around, and they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield, but this time they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
On first down, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. 3 down. Mike 4, coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 4.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watch number 29. Check front sit. Mike 4. Hey, let's get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. It's just me and you. It's just right there. 54, right there.
Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, one set.
Allen now looks to throw. Again has it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Allen's throw is complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Allen off the play fake. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Ginn. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there. 54, right there.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not, because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, you got 3, three down.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Bills 13.
5 yards remain on second down. On the ground, Andrews again. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, Andrews. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try the left side. It's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on first down. It's Andrews, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike 4, Mike 4. Coming.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They start on the ground with Andrews. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. A dump off this time for Andrews. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, Andrews. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run again here with Andrews. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
So the official breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Allen now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Falcons, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.